All right, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Chicago from Gravenstone, Lake Charles Camp. All right, just back again with another lesson about Harakakara Shalma. That's in the Holy Spirit truth. Okay, but before I do anything, as always, I'm going to start by saying, Call Halom Yimla. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. All right, and that's all praise to the Father. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Which is give double honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and well. And Shalom Ablabaki Ashaya Charlotte, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. All right, as you can see by the search bar, that's basically what the lesson is going to be centered around. Because around here, in southwest Louisiana, all right, it's a lot of LNG plants. Okay, so it's a lot of construction work around here. So what basically led me to do this lesson, through the Spirit, was that certain jobs around here are basically putting these MOTBs, okay, in job badges. Okay, and Lord willing, I'll be able to pull up some articles to go a little bit more in depth. But that they're putting them in badges, okay, and it's basically to monitor you, quote unquote, monitor you on site. Okay, keep your location at all times on site to make sure what you're not hiding out at work, or you know what I'm saying. But they display it as this is a safety practice. All right, this is a safety protocol. Okay, and that's why we need the location at all times. That's why these badges are radio frequency identification. Okay, and they're also big on if you lose those badges, if you damage the badge or you keep losing them, then it's stipulations for that. Okay, so again, I'll just read the AI overview, go into some articles, and then get some scriptures, and Lord willing, this video will be edifying to the sincere eye can walk through, maybe tuning in. All right, as you can see, I have radio frequency identification in badges. I kind of had some typos. In badges on construction sites. So I'm going to just read the AI overview, and I'll click a few of these articles. So it says, these charagmas in construction, these charagmas in construction. I'm going to just say it that way, too, because, how Esau is with his censorship. All right, so these charagmas in construction site badges enhance safety, security, and efficiency by tracking workers and controlling access to restricted areas. Okay, and this is how Esau likes. This is the narrative he wants to run with. Oh, this is for safety. Okay, nah, we don't want to just be all knowing. This is for safety. This is going to benefit you as well. That's how this devil likes to masquerade. His whole agenda, man. By telling you, it's benefits within this for you, There's some gain that you can get out of this. But that's not the case, man. All right. It says an efficiency by tracking workers and controlling access to restricted areas, man. So you can't enter unless you have this particular badge with that charagma in it. Okay. And we know, according to Revelation 13, I'll get that too. All right. How they're going to basically maneuver once this NWO is pushed throughout the world. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. It says they help monitor workers' locations, especially in hazardous zones, and enable faster emergency responses, man. So see how he masquerades it and he dresses it up. Okay, so this is for your help. Okay, and that goes to show forth how crafty he is too. All right, Esau smooth with his words, bro. Okay, so to where he's capable of doing that. All right, so where he's capable of making it seem like, I'm your friend. Okay, it says the charagma also automate time tracking, ensure compliance with. Come on, man. It says automate time tracking, so you coming in and out, it's documented. All right, you can see if you're falsifying. All right, it basically can prevent fraud. All right. It says ensure compliance with safety regulations. So if you don't comply or live up to these particular standards that these people have set, man, you out of there. You terminated. And they're gonna do that same thing once what the MOTB is what mandated. All right. All right. You won't be able to buy nor sell. Okay. So it says and improve security by only allowing authorized personnel into certain areas, man. And that's kind of like the same thing we seen with the jab. All right, you had to have a particular card that basically was it signified that you were jabbed up. All right, and then you were able to go back to normal. Then you were able to enter into those restricted areas. All right, quote unquote. Okay, so it says benefits of using Karagma badges in construction. So it says worker safety, access control, efficiency, and accountability. Other uses can also track the location of high-value equipment and materials on the site. Can provide information about materials such as when an item was inspected or certified, man. All right. So let me see. That was it on the AI overview. Let's see. Get these. And this was an article from, hold on. Go back. Well, the second one was from August 7th. Let's see if I get a date. It doesn't have a date, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty recent though. But I'll just read a few out of this. And then I might just jump to the second. Excuse me, to the second one. It says so Karagma is used in construction, reduce on-site loss and theft while enabling centralized records that incorporate location and status data. All right. So what? It prevents theft. All right. Why? Because they're able to track, okay, whatever that item is placed within. All right. So the same thing is able to, track these items is the same way it's going to be able to track what? Humans. Okay. So it says Karagma tagging and tracing at the construction site. Excuse me. With hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, Karagma tagging and tracking solutions are increasingly used on large construction projects to expand efficiencies in asset management. The right solution not only reduces loss and theft on site, but enables centralized records. All right, it's used to hold records, man. Did not the apostles and elders of Great Millstone prophesy this, man? All right, and if you can't see, what's going on through the spirit, then, hey, man, you bugged out. You need to go do some soul searching or something, man, to see that, man, this place is on its way out. All right, we waiting next week. All right, we gonna see this big shift. All right, with SNAP being canceled. All right, so Esau is putting the squeeze on the end up, man. Okay, but nevertheless, though, that's a whole different topic. It says the right solution not only I read that. Definitely on cyber. It says centralized records that can incorporate location and status data, facilitating scheduling alongside day-to-day business insights. Let's see. Look, it says the E part is the solution our customers have been waiting for, man. All right, so this is something that people have been waiting for. This is something that's convenient to the masses. All right, it's how Esau is going to try and push it out, because remember, it's going to be implemented when that order out of KO happens. All right, as a solution. All right. It says on-site Karagma rental unit delivers time, money, and labor savings. Let me see. I'll back out of that one. I'll go to the second one. All right, this was from August 7th of 2024. All right, so let's read a little bit on this. It says, the construction industry, renowned for its complexity and high-stakes projects, faces increasing pressure to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance safety. With up to $1.6 trillion lost annually, Due to construction delays, mismanagement of assets, and inefficiencies in material handling, the need for advanced solutions is more urgent than ever. All right, so this is how he's pushing it. All right, so, hey, this solution is going to be able to help our numbers. Okay, this solution is going to be able to help keep data and track. All right, you know what we need to track. Okay, it says in response to these growing demands, Charagma technology plays a critical role in addressing these challenges. It plays a critical role, all right, mind you. It says in addressing these challenges, offering construction companies the ability to track materials, monitor equipment, all right, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing, and improve overall project management with real-time data. This article explores the transformation role of Charagma in streamlining construction operations and ensuring that projects are delivered on time and within budget. You got to think about it too. Esau is a workhorse, so him seeing, you know, that Charagma not moving, you know, then hey, he on your ass, man. You know, because he's all about production. Okay, especially in the construction industry, man. All right, they try to push safety is the number one priority. Nah, production is. All right, they don't give a fuck about safety. All right, Esau don't give a fuck about anything. He's greedy, bro. The number one covetous. Okay? This man desires everything, bro. Shit that ain't his, shit that is his, you know? It says, all right, issues in construction. The construction industry often faces challenges. And I'll stop at this second paragraph and I'll get some scriptures and then close up. I don't want to be too long. It says, delays in project timelines. Workers frequently misplace or lose equipment and tools on large job sites, leading to significant financial losses and project delays. So, yeah, of course, Esau, blame it on that. Managing inventory and ensuring the right materials are available at the right time is another persistent issue, often resulting in wasted resources and extended timelines, man. You know, so of course Esau, like I say, he's gonna try and, you know, doctor it up, masquerade it to be like it's a solution for something else, to make them have more progress, man. All right, but that's not the case, man. So, you know, I'll get this Revelation chapter 13. And I get straight to the point, 16. It says, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. All right, and this is exactly how it's going to go. All right, it won't be in the badges anymore. Okay? Because the badges, these are just precursors to, all right, their Charagma being implanted within humans, man. Okay? Whether you believe it or not. All right? The scripture says that. Okay? So this is just a precursor. Esau is seeing who's going to be, all right, acceptable to it. All right? Who's he going to raise a red flag within? Okay? But, I mean, excuse me, it's been in like wallets, tents, you know, stuff like that. Okay? They even put them in dogs. It's been around, but the thing about this, all right, in Revelation 13 and 16, it says that it's going to be basically, it's causing for everyone, man. All right, so they want everyone to get down with what the program, man. This is going to be him basically showing himself as if he is the Most High. Okay, it says, what was I? Oh, it says rich and poor. All right, so mind you, if you read that, it says rich and poor, so it cuts out that middle class. All right, so it's going to be either you wealthy or you poor. Okay, then it says free in bond. So whether you in a free world or whether you locked up in them shackles, man. All right, and you know they already use them as guinea pigs. Okay. So they susceptible. They probably already getting, you know, tagged with that, man. It says to receive a mark in their right hand, all right, or in their foreheads, man. And mark, it goes into what? The Greek word charagma or charagma. All right, and it basically goes into an incision. Okay, so it's going to be something that's going to be incised. All right, and also you could go into it's marking the book of Galatians. I want to say the 6th chapter. All right, and it goes back into stigma, which is an ancient Oriental usage to where slaves basically bore the stamp of their masters, man. All right, you see that with like a brand or a pricking, okay, and that's going to be the same thing. All right, when you receive that MOTB, all right, you're basically going to be showing who you're in league with, showing who your master is, man. Okay. It says, or in their foreheads, and that's going into what that BCI, all right? These people using the Neuralink, all right? 17, and it also shows forth that it's physical too as well, all right? 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. Excuse me. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. All right, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, man. So if you're not in league with this beast system, then hey, you won't be able to function in society. Okay, because it says that you won't be able to buy or sell, man. Meaning what? The commerce is going to be cut to a halt if you're not able, if you don't receive of that MOTB, man. Okay, but you have to understand, if you take this, it's a penalty that comes with it. All right, that's basically you marking your death. All right, that's basically you showing that you don't have love for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And 1 Corinthians the 16th chapter says that any man, if any man loves not the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, let that person be anathema maranatha. Okay, and that's Greek for a person doomed to destruction, man. All right, but I'll go to Revelation 14 to show that the penalty and what you're going to receive if you take of that charagma, all right, which is the MOTB. Okay, so this is Revelation 14:8. Excuse me. Revelation 14:8, it says, and there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And that's exactly what Babylon did, all right? Exactly what they did, man. Okay, everybody comes here to wax rich. Okay. It says, verse 9, and they basically push the vibration, throughout the world. Have everybody drunk with the wine, their philosophies, their ideologies, all right, their democracies. Okay. Verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So it's saying, if you do this, then, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so basically, if you accept that MOTB, all right, you're sealing your fate. All right, you're going to be destroyed. All right, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, and if you're in Babylon, then you're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Okay, and if you're in those other sects of places, all right, then the Lord, he gonna get up with you, man. But those who are in Babylon who accept the MOTB, hey, you through. All right, finito, man. Okay. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was all I really had through the spirit. I didn't want to be too long-winded. You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, again, this lesson was edifying to the sincere Akim Wakwatu may be tuning in. Hey, with that being said, I'm going to say, hey, Shalom, keep it pushing.